Hi guys, it's Thommo and welcome to another weekly review of Arrow. This week, Arrow was concerned with the fate of Thea Queen as she was on her deathbed, and it took a rather simmering rivalry between the new Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul as some characters like to call him, Malcolm Merlyn, and Nyssa al Ghul. So these two butted heads, and a lot of the episode was about their rivalry and their own positions, and Oliver and his team found themselves somewhat in the middle of this waging war that actually spilled out onto the streets of Star City. Plus, you also had Felicity looking to deal with the fact that her father was on the scene again, and he has revealed himself as the villainous calculator. So another week without Damien Darhk's presence other than the conclusion of the episode, and in all honesty, Arrow, it struggles a little bit without its main villain being somewhat involved in the proceedings. I think, admittedly, it is a nice change when they do a rather side episode, but I think this particular episode really missed the presence of Damien Darhk, because Neil McDonough is really, he's a great presence within this series, and I think he's one of the better villains that Arrow has brought to light in its 4-season run. And although John Barrowman, admittedly, he was rather impressive this week, I just think there wasn't really enough clout to this rivalry between him and Nyssa, and it didn't really hold the full episode like the relationship that you get between Oliver and Diggle and Felicity, and you just lose something when they're kind of almost cast aside in a way. The whole way it kind of dealt with Thea, it was almost as if we kind of knew what the ending was going to be, and it was just a little bit disappointing. And I was discussing this with somebody earlier on Facebook. The flashback sequences also, they're starting to feel a little bit tiresome. I know it's within the format of the show, but they start getting a little bit repetitive, and I think that there needs to be something that really engages us again with those scenes, because they seem to be very much losing the sense of where they need to go. The earlier ones in the past have been really, really good, but now it feels like almost like the writers feel that they have to put them in there, and that's where it's slightly struggling. So I think Arrow really needs to get Damien Darhk back in there and mix it up again, because there have been some really impressive episodes, but I think this one slightly lacked a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed my review this week, guys. Slightly disappointing, as I say, not as positive as some of my previous reviews. And do you agree with me? Do you think Arrow's slightly missing the point and dropping off the radar a little bit compared to some of the other shows? So let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please click that thumbs up. It would be great. And as always, make sure you subscribe. The subscribe button is just appearing now. And until the next time, take care.